Thank you for joining us today. My name is Paul, and I'm joined by my colleague Matt Penfold, who's going to talk to you about three things to know before moving to Gibraltar. So, without further ado, I pass on the baton to Matt, who's an expert on the field.
Thank you, Paul. Expert is generous, but I will accept that today. That's very kind of you. Okay, quick video today. Three things to know before moving to Gibraltar. I think it goes without saying that there's more than three things you need to move if you're seriously thinking of moving to Gibraltar. But more than a couple, three quick fire ones here. So, number one, you have to apply for residency to live here. It may sound obvious to some, but for some, not so. Gibraltar is a UK overseas territory. So UK nationals may think that you can come here, live, and then your life continues as that. But no, you have to apply for residency as part of that process. And that is something that we can help you with. Number two, and this is a question that's asked very often, how many days do you need to spend in Gibraltar to retain your residency? So there were two tests. Quite simple. The first one, spend more than 183 days in Gibraltar. More than 183 days. That's very common across many countries. And the second test is if you spend more than 100 days in Gibraltar over 3 consecutive years. So quite simple, more than 100 days, 3 consecutive years. Quite a nice, easy one to pass on that one. I think the caveat we always ask with that, we answer with that is, say if you're spending 105 days in Gibraltar per year, great, it meets Gibraltar's requirements, but where are you spending those other days? Because if you're spending, say, 200 of those days in Spain or the UK, then you're going to trigger tax residency in those countries as well, which consequences come with that as well. The other thing I will add as well, actually, this sneaks into as, a B part of this, is Gibraltar, the tax year runs 1st of July to 30th of June. So it doesn't run the same as the UK, which is April to April, nor the same as Spain, which is the calendar year. So bit of a complication in that, especially as part of your planning. Something we can help you with on that one. And number three is income tax. So we talk about taxes in Gibraltar in a couple of our other videos. In Gibraltar income tax, there are two different tax schemes, I guess you would call it. Maybe not a scheme, but tax assessments, regimes. Thank you, Paul. So you have the gross assessable, the allowance-based. So the gross-based income, allowance-based, and which tax regime that is applied to you is based on your individual circumstances, your level of income, and things like that. We can help you with that. The tax office are kind of helpful with that. When it comes to income tax in Gibraltar as well, it's slightly different to the UK in the sense that in the UK, as you earn more, your tax bands go up. There's the free tax bands. In Gibraltar, we have the tax bands as well. And as you earn, it goes up, but it works on what they call a bell curve. So it goes up, you reach the peak, and then it starts to come down a bit, like the shape of a bell, hence the name. So yeah, taxes, as you can imagine, income tax slightly different to the UK. That's one of the three things you need to know before moving to Gibraltar. If you'd like to know more things that you need to know before moving to Gibraltar, reach out to Paul or I, a member of our team. And if you are seriously considering moving to Gibraltar, reach out. We'll have a chat with you and let's see if we can help you achieve that. Okay, well, thank you for now. All the best. Goodbye.